4,325 pounds. This is the Jayco X213 here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. And I got one question for you. You down with 213 X213? This thing right here is a very different kind of critter. I've always called it the shark, because to me it looks like some little reef shark that you might see somewhere, especially when they used to have the gray skin on the nose of this thing. I used to call it the Tiburon. But be that as it may, it's a very, it's a classic floor plan, and it's really one of the last rear bed slide outs that has held on through the industry. So as we go through this, if you find this interesting, you'd like to learn more of the hard specs on it, you'd like to discover a price tag on it, things like that, I leave you a link down here in the video description. It says click for price or check for price availability, one of those two phrases, and that'll whisk you away through the interwebs where you can actually see how much this thing is running, if we have it in stock, tank capacities, etc. So this is a full 8-foot wide Jayco as opposed to the Jayco 7, which are narrow body sisters to this. And in a sense, it accomplishes the same thing that a hybrid camper would do, but without the soft side tent ends. This has a pair of 1.5 sized bunks in the front. They're not double bunks, they're not singles, they're in between, with a full bed slide out in the back. It's just a very interesting, cool, unique combination of things. Other brands have kind of done this over the years a little bit Outback, a little bit of Rockwood, but it's this little Jayco. It's the little one that could. It just kept on keeping on, and it held on through the ages. Being a Jayco, you've got double the warranty of anybody else out there. That is a nice thing. There is nobody with a superior warranty to Jayco. That is just a hard, cold fact. We have decked this one out nicely, though. You'll see a power awning with LED lights. We've complemented that with the power tongue jack. Things that are also on here are all LED lights, not just inside, but outsides as well. If you look close, you can see that. Kind of looks like, you know, that Space Odyssey movie Stanley Kubrick made. This looks like the Eye of Hal right here. What are you doing? Anyway, so your front bunkhouse here can also double as a handy little garage. So you've got this big door right here, and let's see if I can do this with one hand with my skinny computer guy chicken arms. Not too bad. So this lifts up, you can see that little strap, it locks in place. But take a look at the construction here, all plywood. We're sitting, this is basically almost like your floor decking right here, a big chunk of plywood. Superior materials offer superior product for a superior length of time. That's just sort of the whole concept behind a Jayco. Now along with that, we've also got 50% thicker bunk mats. So we've got better grade materials in the construction, and we're sleeping on better things. I also like the handy little shelf that they have here, and that's a byproduct of the little bit of like front storage that you actually have in here. You will notice they did complement that with a handy little power outlet there, so the kids got a perfect little place to charge all their handy devices. If you're worried about security, mom and dad, this has a deadbolt right up here too, so don't worry about that. Outside shower. So you can hose the kids off and get the turtle slime off them after they've come back from the lake. And even this little guy still has a black tank flush system. The Equiflex suspension is something I want to take a minute to talk about. You know, it's easy to get distracted by these, you know, really sweet looking aluminum wheels, but it's a yellow thing right here I want to talk about. That is a rubber shock dampening suspension system. As the trailer wants to bounce back and forth, that will dampen the bounce so that it has a little more of a fluid flow behind your vehicle and you don't get busted back and forth. Now, everybody knows that nitrogen-filled tires have green caps on them, right? Close. Jayco decided they're going to abuse that Jaybird blue and they put blue caps on theirs, but it's still a nitro-filled tire. The idea behind nitrogen fill is that they run cooler and they can... basically, they have more consistent tire pressures because the nitrogen module, or nitrogen molecule, not module, there we go, molecule is bigger than conventional air, so that means it's harder to leak out. It depends on who you talk to. I've had some people say it matters. I've had some people swear by it, say they'd never haul anything but, and I've had some people say it doesn't matter. I don't know, I'll leave that up to you to judge. So you notice, no bed poles under this big hanging bed back here. This is a power slide out system, fully hard sided. So again, if you're looking for the convenience of towing a small trailer but getting a big trailer at your destination, but you don't like the idea of a soft sided hybrid, this is the answer, and it's pretty much the only answer to that equation. This is all aluminum framed, laminated sidewalls, slide walls, everything. The slide, the walls and everything are built exactly like a big old Jayco fifth wheel, basically. There's that power awning I was telling you about. And notice the breeze windows within this slide out. That's another area where the Jayco rear bed slide has shined through the market. And I think it's the little stuff like this that has allowed them to be one of the few people that still builds anything remotely like this. That big door side window is a nice touch too. While we're over here, I do want to point out a couple little campsite friendly things. We've got a handy little cook station right here. That little black line you see is a grill mount. There's a propane connection under here. And we're all set up for an outside TV if you decide you want to do that. You've got your hookups here. They give you the mount because this is a very specific mount. So they go ahead and include that. If you want a TV, you just got to grab one of your own. Handy little thing too. You see the little sign down here that says key to lake. This lock, baggage door locks, they're all one key, so you don't got to go running around for keys anymore. Stepping inside, there are different decors available. There are different options available. The one in this video, if I can grab the door, there we go. The one in this video may not, might not, could not be, might not be, etc. The one that we have in stock, that seems to be a challenge for folks to grasp. Long story short, if we have it in stock, I'll leave you that link in the video description, and it will show you exactly what we have in stock with its specified set of equipment, and that can affect the price tag. So I can't offer a price here because it could be different on the one we have in stock, which might not be this unit. Hopefully we've covered that enough that people understand. This is the granola decor. I finally got the name right. The darker leatherette with a nice little light colored fabric accents on the lower back. Nice light dark contrast, and it seems to be the most popular in our bunkhouses. And I think it's just because the dark materials don't kind of show traffic from the kids quite as much. Very aggressive LED lighting bundle in here, and what I do like about this is everything is just one switch. And look at the difference that makes though. A lot of smaller lightweight trailers, you have to go through and click the lights individually, and it's not that that's the hardest thing to do. But wouldn't you rather walk into your trailer and just go boom and get all the lights? You know, isn't that how your house is wired? Wouldn't you want the trailer preferably to be that way? I don't think it's a make or break thing, but that's the whole point of a Jayco, is it's 100 little things that all go together. Starts with their warranty, goes through their construction, and then all the way down to just the little feature details like that that makes a difference. So going down the road, you have the dinette down and the sofa down in the sleeping positions to bring the bed in. The switch is right here, which is smart. They moved the switch. It used to be up there on the cabinet. They recently moved it down here so you can stand right here and you can line of sight this to make sure you're not crushing anything. Because obviously, you know, that's bad. As I kind of indicated, the sofa and the dinette can both fold down into sleepers. There's still a small little walkway between them. You may have to do the sideways travel trailer shuffle to scoot through, but you can do that. And cross breeze windows all over the place. Sounds like that classic song, Cross Breeze Windows. Thank you, cold water. Good night. Anyway, big bed in the back. And this is another thing. Instead of a common queen, you actually have a bigger bed back here than a normal traditional travel trailer. That's what's kind of interesting about this floor plan, and I do like the inclusion of some extra overhead storage back there. Let me flip us around here. Let's take a look at the kitchen. Man, tell you what, good view. You know what I like about this window? It's under your awning. This is the campsite like side of your trailer. When I'm sitting here, I imagine my fire pit is right there. You know, I'm picnic tables right there or right here. But, I mean, this is the action side of the trailer. That's the side of the trailer. This is the view that you buy, you know, with your campsite fees. This window's nice for light and airflow, but you don't really care about your neighbor over here. You care about the kids bopping around outside. This is the action side of the trailer, and you got a big window for it. TV is one of those things that can be optioned into the trailer. This trailer, we happen to do that, which is why you see the big swing arm. And I do want to point out that it is a nice adjustable swing arm. So, if you're sitting here during the day, you can, you know, turn the TV over to you. If you're in bed at night, you've got the perfect little entertainment station there. If you're sitting over here, bang. Really, the only place you can't see it at all in here might be the bunks, or maybe this seat right here is a little awkward for it, but it's just one of those things. This is a classic floor plan that existed before everyone felt they had to have TVs in RVs, And they've kind of done the best they could with it, but there's no easy solution for entertainment in this floor plan. I do want to point out, though, you've got great lower cabinet storage, including plenty of drawer space. And you'll notice that this is not particle board drawers with a plastic sticker wrap. I'm not going to name names, but man, in the lightweight business, is that so common. Instead, you're getting real drawers, just like a fifth wheel, real hardware to grab onto, power outlets in the kitchen so you can actually run all your stuff, and one arm's length away, we have a nice pantry over here with some adjustable shelving. So if you have big stuff, small stuff, or anything in between, shove it on in there. Moving on. Let's take a peek at the bathroom. One thing I like about this bathroom, going down the road, in and out of the camper, you know, when you're at your destination, it's just bang, bang, bong, done. It's in and out, and you're all set. I like where they hid that toilet paper holder down there. Foot flush also, by the way, so you don't need your face near your business. Anyway, you know, something else that's nice is the light switches for this are down here where the kids can get to them. I think that's actually something more brands should start doing, and I see a couple. Winnebago's good about that too, but they've been doing it in this floor plan Jayco for a while. Big skylight and a power vent fan and shower wall surround paneling. Little lightweights like this often lack at least one of, if not several of those things. Over here, up front, we've actually got really nice storage going on. And what's deceptive is how big it is. Remember how I said those are 1.5 size bunks, plus you have that extra shelf there. Well, that's how deep this entire thing is. You can put huge storage in there. You could probably shove a small child in there, though I don't advocate doing so. Extra drawer space by the door. You know why this is awesome? Socks. For the kids. You're going to find use for socks for the kids right here, and then things like flashlights and lighters and bug spray. These are so handy being right next to the door. Such an easy in and out camper. Remember that this bed can fold up while you're going down the road. Makes all sorts of room for grills and bikes and all sorts of stuff. Plus you have the extra dedicated bunk up here. That pretty much covers it. There's a lot of really good stuff going on in this model. So give us a call and learn more. 800-256-5196. HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.